Welcome class students. So we had completed our right hand thumb rule. Today's our topic is Fleming left hand rule. So according to Fleming left hand rule, you better know this is also called motor rule. So if we stretch our left hand such that thumb, forefinger and middle finger are mutually perpendicular on each other. If we stretch our left hand such that thumb, forefinger and middle finger are mutually perpendicular on each other, their learning point is F, B, I. But you have to start from here, B, I, then F, because this is also called motor rule, and motor is device which convert the electrical energy to mechanical energy. So if forefinger represents the direction of magnetic field, middle finger represents the direction of current, then thumb will represents the direction of force. It means in that rule we will study if some conductor is placed in magnetic field through which I current drawn, then it will experience the force. So charge can experience the force as well as conductor can experience the force. That the rule is called Fleming left hand rule. So it could be recognized as like this. This is Fleming left hand rule. This is F, this is B, and this is what? I. F, B, I. If we stretch our left hand such that thumb, forefinger and middle finger are mutually perpendicular on each other, then if forefinger represents the direction of magnetic field, middle finger direction of current, then thumb will represents the direction of force. It means force will be result. It is the result. Are you getting? So this is all about your Fleming left hand rule. Okay. So now the question based on Fleming left hand rule. So first heading for you, force on moving charge particle in magnetic field. Very, very important point. Force on moving charge in magnetic field. Force on moving charge in magnetic field. So let's suppose this is any magnetic field, and if any charge Q moving with V velocity, are you getting? In magnetic field, if any charge first you see the concept. What a concept. If any charge particle is in motion, you better know when any charge particle in motion, it behave as a magnet. Since already it is entering in magnetic field, so one magnet is already present there, and moving charge create itself a magnet. It means there will be two magnets, so it could be attract or repel. It means it will experience the force according Fleming left hand rule. Are you getting the point? When any charge particle, moving charge particle enters in magnetic field, no doubt this moving charge particle will create the magnetic. You better know what is the creation of magnetism? Motion of charge particle. Since it is entering in magnetic field, so there will be two magnets, one already present there, another is moving charge particle. It means it will experience the some force according Fleming left hand rule. That is our one. Let's suppose Q charge particle according to question moving with V velocity have a angle what? Theta. So V resolve in two component, you better know. It become V cos theta and it become what? V sin theta. V resolve in two component, V cos theta and V sin theta. So now apply Fleming left hand rule. This is B, this is V, V or I. Okay, and this is, so it will experience the force F. So F will depend on three factors. F is proportional to Q. F is proportional to what? V sin theta. Why we taking V sin theta not V cos theta? Because in statement of Fleming left hand rule, if they should be mutually perpendicular, so V sin theta is perpendicular, not V cos theta. So V cos theta will not affected because it is in same direction. So theta is equal to 0. While in statement of Fleming left hand rule, it is given they should be mutually perpendicular. So we will take V sin theta. So we are taking here first F proportional to Q, F proportional to V sin theta, and third it is depend on magnetic field B. So we will get F is proportional to B. If we combine them, what we get here? F is equal to K Q V V sin theta. If K is equal to what? 1, this is constant. What we can get? F is equal to Q V B sin theta. This is the very, very important formula for you. Moving charge particle in magnetic field. That is the force. if you better know, if theta is equal to how much degree? 90 degree. So F is equal to QVB. It will be what? This force will be maximum. Okay, or in vector form, this is very important. In vector form, AB sin theta could be written as A cross B. So VB sin theta could be written as, so F is equal to, in vector form, what we can add? F is equal to Q is scalar, and VB sin theta could be written as V vector cross B vector. Are you getting the point? This is also force, and this is the vector form of force on moving charge particle in magnetic field. So you can write F is equal to Q VB sin theta. If theta is given, you have to do as like this, or F is equal to Q and A VB sin theta could be written as V vector cross E vector. It means F will be perpendicular on V and B. This is the meaning of this one. Always force will be perpendicular on V and B. Okay, so this is all about on force on moving charge particle. Okay, one more thing is there, that is called Lorentz force. Lorentz force. Okay, so first see the concept of Lorentz. According to Lorentz, when, let's suppose this is any current carrying conductor and Q charge particle moving with V velocity. Are you getting the point? Q charge particle moving with V velocity, and it is observed by observer which is in rest. This observer in rest, this is noticing that Q charge particle moving with V velocity, no doubt it will attracted or it repel towards the wire. It means it will experience the force. And you better know moving charge behave as a magnet, so that force is called Fm. Are you getting the point? Fm for force or magnetic force will experience, or magnetic force will exerted on charge particle. Are you getting? Flowing current is I, and when current drawn through any wire, it creates the surrounding magnetic field B. Q charge particle moving with V velocity, it attracted towards the wire or it repelled by wire, that depend on circumstances, and that force is called, since charge particle is moving, so that force is called Fm or magnetic force. In same thing, that all things are given in SC Verma, you can get that from there, this topic. Let's same thing, this is flowing current is I. Again, Q charge particle is moving with V velocity. This is concept of physics. And on same way, observer is also moving with V velocity. Here observer was in rest. Observer was in rest. While here observer is again moving with V velocity. Then what are the relative velocity with them? You better know the relative velocity is 0. It means if force is 0, so no doubt we know the formula F is equal to QVB sin theta. If velocity is 0, so force will be 0. According to concept of physics, since charge is in rest, because observer is moving with respect to charge, and hence its velocity is 0, relative velocity will be 0. So force should be 0, but we notice that it again attracted towards wire. It means one more force is acting there, and that force is called electrostatic force. So when any charge particle, according to Lorentz, when any charge particle enters in magnetic field, then it experiences two types of force. One is called magnetic force and another is called what? Electric force, and the sum of these forces are called Lorentz force. So what are total force? F is equal to Fe plus Fm. Are you getting the point? So what we get here? F is equal to what value of Fe? You better know. F is equal to what? QE plus Fm. Just I taught Q into V vector cross B vector. This is the electrostatic force. This is the magnetic force. Q is common, so we will get F is equal to Q is common. What do we get here? E vector plus V vector cross B vector, and this is called Lorentz force. Are you getting the point? So this is all about your force on charge particle. When charge particle is in rest or in motion, when it is in motion, no doubt it creates the magnetic force. When it is in rest, relative velocity 0, it will create the what? Electric force. Hence the sum of electric force and magnetic force is called Lorentz force, and the formula is F is equal to Q E plus V cross B. Okay, that's all for today.